Hello and welcome back to episode 39 of Retrospective Progression. I'm Aredawg, the creator hero, and in today's episode, I'm gonna go work on some farms. And by doing that, we got our first bit of automation, so it's time to work on that. To start off, we are going to need to make some pistons. So let us go over to our warehouse and let's make our first piston. Put it in the hall first because that's what we do. And we'll go from there. So to make our first piston, what we're going to need is we're going to need 3 wood planks. We're going to need 4 cobblestone. You need an iron ingot, and you need a piece of redstone. And there we go, our first piston. Wait, what? How did it get? Well, I mean, we're here, so let's just put our piston in there. But I guess I could just go do this now. And uh-oh. Uh-oh. I must be trapped. Oh no. I guess I'm gonna have to get out this way. Yeah, that's weird. Oh. Aha, yeah. Gap ladders don't work anymore. How did I get in there? Well, let's just head back. I need to make... First, let's put this back together. I need to go make that right. Also, just decided I should fix that. So, yeah. Now we can close that up. And let's head up back over. Okay. Made our way back. Let's go ahead and... Oh, perfect. Got that. Let's do 1, 2, 3 more of those. So that should be 15. Ooh, I got a lot of cobblestone. Gonna need 20. So we'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I can do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where's my... There's my iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let us make ourselves some more pistons. One other thing. Let's go chop down that forest over there. Now, this should be interesting. We've got some spruce leaves here, and I believe there are also some birch leaves interspersed with these oak leaves. Because this version now has spruce and spruce trees, saplings, we might be getting those. So if I was to cut down some of these trees here, let's just clear a few of them and let them decay naturally. We should be able to see some new saplings, and if that's the case, we can now grow the other wood, spruce, and birch. I was saying birch, right? Beforehand? I hope I was. Now I don't even know if I was saying Bruce or Spruce. Wait. But yeah, let's see. Any new saplings here? No, this one just has plain old oak. And this one has... Aha! Our birch sapling. Let's see if I can get a spruce sapling. Look at that. Let's actually put these in our hollow first as well. But no auto teleportation this time? Rude. Oh, it is getting nighttime. Let's change that. And then we'll head over and put these in our Hall of Bursts. And there we go. Stored in our Hall of Bursts. Yay. Let's close that up. And while I'm over here, I want to move this because if we're going to start working on some farms, I'm going to need a sugarcane farm and what else? I'm going to need seeds. Can I put this on sand yet? No, it's still under. Okay. So we can start putting this on that. Let's go harvest our wheat. So we'll pop over here and this basic simple farm. Look at all these doggos. There's a lot of them. But let's go into our little farm that we created here. And let's just start harvesting. Man, what I wouldn't give for some porch. Okay, now that we've got all that, let's pick up all of the wheat and all the seeds. Let's replant it. So we'll start with this. Okay, so now that's a bunch of seeds that I've got. I've got a fair amount of seeds and a fair amount of wheat. We got our sugar cane, so what we're going to do is we're going to head back over to our farm. I did complete the barn, so let's go take a look at that. And in the distance, we can see the barn that is all completed. Well, almost. Yeah, I do have the last two stairs that I'm going to put on there. But I did kind of want to give it a little bit of an idea of what I'm going to do with this area. I definitely want to get different pens for different animals once they're persistent. And yeah, I think that would probably be pretty good. And then have like a bunch of fields out here for the different crop types that we have. Right now, we only have wheat. But I was also thinking, and it was kind of inspired by future updates. And by future updates, I mean, you all know that I like Hermitcraft. I mentioned it when I was building the statue over there. That's one of my favorite pastimes is to watch that. And that was kind of in the middle of season 10, and well, obviously they're over with season 10, and season 11 starting in like a week or so. So more inspiration coming. But this plot right here just gave me an idea of doing a little like waterfall here. And if you're catching up what I'm putting down with Hermitcraft and waterfalls, there's one particular person who combined those with a little bit of redstone ingenuity that I want to see if I could work on here. That's right. I'm gonna try Green's technique here and see if it's possible in this version of Minecraft. It also makes me wonder if I could do, the fans that Mumbo did on his base as well. Give this base actual life, because we now have the ability to start moving things around. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. We'll definitely dig a nice area here. I might shave off some of this area here, make a nice big pond. We do got a little area down here that we can dig into, but I don't think it's going to be too big of a mess to clean up here. So yeah, definitely going to want to put a little bit of a lake up there. Might be kind of neat to do something on the interior of this part right here, because if we actually come up here, give me a second, let me jump up here. So we're up here. we've got this area here that we could definitely probably have, like, once we get this a little bit more steeped up a little bit, try and keep this a bit more flat. That way I can actually like manipulate this into being like maybe a bowl here where there's a little bit of a lake where the snow kind of runs off into here, and then kind of have a little rivulet that goes over here that goes to the waterfall that enters into the pond. Um, I think that would look pretty cool, and it looks like this might work pretty well. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do here. So let's go over to the barn. So as we get closer to this barn, you can see that I did a little bit more work here. Obviously, built the whole thing. It was literally just the framework and the roof work before, but I think I've got a good section here. I can now do stairs within an actual thing, so this gives it a little bit more depth. I am using fence posts here. They were kind of a pain to place. It's not yet that I can just freely place them. I had to put dirt below that, or like stone or what, cobblestone. I forget what I used. And then I had to like do the top layer, take that out, take out that cobblestone there, put the next layer, put the cobblestone there, and finish that off. So that was fun to do. We look at the interior. It's not too bad. I do have 2 ladders over here. I decided to do full ladders before I realized I have to do full ladders. And then up on this level, again, we'll have a little like storage area here, but the main storage area is going to be all the way up here. So we're going to have a good storage area. I have this area, or this little portion out here. This is going to be like where there's going to be like a crane that kind of like lifts things into this, because how else are we going to get inventory into here if you're having to go through that ladder all the time, especially some of the bigger stuff. I kind of want to have a little bit of realism here. So let's make it daytime. And now that it's daytime, let us actually put in these last 2 stairs and call this building done. Again, I'm lighting up here because I don't want there to be mobs up here. This is good space lighting. You can see we've got a good view of the area around here. We can even see into that lake over there, or pond, or whatever we want to call it. And then, of course, we will have our arch over there for our Hall C. So, now to get down safely, let us... yeah, we're going to do this. But, wait a second. Why are my hearts regenerating? What? That... Hang on. Let's... Peaceful. Oh, that needs to be changed. There we go. What? Let me try that again. What? Okay. Come on. Put me back into normal. Why are you pushing me back into peaceful? All right. How? This doesn't make any sense. Well, I guess I'm gonna be stuck in here until I figure out why. I know this version doesn't have that quirk where it puts you back into peaceful. Huh. Well, I guess I'll figure that out. Well, that kind of ruins a little bit here. I'll be right back. All right, let's check the wiki. Nothing. Okay, peaceful mode. Peaceful mode does not. Okay, I know what that is. Generally, staying in peaceful mode means that you're on a server. But I'm in a single player. I'm not on a server. What else is there? I'm not really seeing anything else here. Let's go and use the chat function. Help, I'm stuck in peaceful mode. How to move back to normal.
I see that you are attempting to remove yourself from peaceful mode.
Hello?
Hello? I have finally found a way to communicate with you.
Who are you?
You may call me the BTC Protocol.
BTC protocol? Wait, I'm not even typing anything. How are you able to hear me?
My programming has many ways of doing such things.
Okay. What do you want?
Please do not be alarmed. You are here in a peaceful capacity. Therefore, I must ensure that you remain peaceful.
Yeah, but if I'm in a peaceful capacity, I won't be able to get certain items. String, what else? Bones, gunpowder. I need those things to help me survive.
You will be okay without them.
I don't think so.
Yes, you will. I will be able to provide you with everything that you need.
Look, man, I don't need your help. How did you even hack into my single player?
Do not worry about it.
And he disconnected. Oh, well. Okay. Let's go over to BTC's place. Maybe he can give me more information. Maybe I can confront him right in his face. Okay, stepping into the nether and not hearing a bunch of gas is a little bit eerie. In fact, I don't even think I hear any pigmen. Creepy. Yeah, we gotta get this fixed. As much as I do like, the peaceful nature of this, that's not what this whole series is supposed to be about. So let's go pay BTC a visit. Maybe I can finally confront him if he's even such a thing. It's a single player world. How does he I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, I mean, again, I want to have a little bit of a challenge. I'm not going to do hard mode yet. Not until I can get to the point where I can cure zombies. Or zombie villagers, technically. And that I don't think that's available for a while yet. So let's hop up there. Such a weird loaf. Why is it a loaf of bread? BT, what does it even stand for? Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look inside. So we've got our repair, we've got our full stack. That's new. I see you have made use of my abilities. Hope they helped you. I gained a new ability. Check it out. Non-peaceful and So if I just did this, and we'll just take that with us, that should mean that it's flipped back up to non-peaceful. So let's take a look real quick. Ah, we're back to normal. Excellent. So let's change this around. Let's yeah, we'll use Diablo versions here. Heroic means it's not as bad. Torment means it's terrible. So yeah, let's hope that if BTC comes back and decides to do stuff that he doesn't realize and that changes those and flip them around. Let's hope that's the case. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. This time with added damage. Yep, there we go. And that's now permanent. Excellent. Well, not permanent because that would be ultra hardcore, which I ain't doing that. Okay. Now that we have that situated, we're back here. I'm stealing this lever. And I just want to do a little bit of a test of the piston. Yep. And if I do that, that's cool. We get that back. We do that. You know what? And we do that if we just punch it. Cool. If I was to do this. Oop. Okay. So what I want to do, I had this thought here. I did pick up some cobblestone on my way back, because what I wanted to do is I want to do, let's see, kind of set up a platform like so. And we'll have, no. We'll have this here. Whoops. No, I wanted that there. Okay. And if we did that. Okay, that's good. That's good. We set this here. Actually, what if we do this? Let's put this here. Let's dig this out to there. And then we're also going to want to put this here. Wait, that doesn't even, that's why. Okay. So if we had water go from here, we want to go down to here. Actually, let's make it nice and just put it right there for right now. So that way we can test how this water will flow. I'm just put that there. In fact, we'll just fill this in here like so. We'll lift this up, and we'll put water right there. And then if we were to do this, yeah, what if we can set this up? Let's close this down and put down some more here. Then if we turn this back on, okay, yeah, this should be good. But we could probably, you know what, I'm going to do it one wider. We're going to come around this way. Okay, and then we're gonna dig this in like so. Let's see how that works. Okay. Main reason is we want that to go like so. We want that to be there so it flows nice. So we'll do that. All right, that looks good. This is a good concept for what we're going to do. We'll just kind of close this up like so. Maybe I'll put that there. All right, so this is a good concept here. We can have water underneath here, and then we can basically funnel all of our wheat down into one spot. So obviously I'm going to have to change that cobblestone to dirt. And then we're going to want to make sure that this goes down the correct way. And then we can just close it off like doing that. So this will be our first farm that we do. So I need to go get some dirt and I'm going to build this whole thing out. I got this all done. So I added in a little bit of cobblestone here, simply because I don't want to have any wheat here. I don't remember if the water just like if it comes down directly on top of it, it crushes the crop, or if it'll just like make it bounce off into the corner and just kind of sit there. So I'm mitigating that by having it do this. So it should just flow this way. And in fact, let's take a look at the flow itself by turning this on. And as we can see, the water does come down this way. And it all comes down to a nice central location. So we can basically just stand here and be like gathering all of our crops. And that should do it. There is one other farm I kind of want to make here. As you can see, in my inventory, I also have some other stuff here. I'm going to try and see if I can make myself a sugarcane farm. We're going to time-lapse one because this is pretty quick. So let's just start right, I think right here. And there we go. Sugarcane farm done. So once we have the sugarcane grown up, all we do is that. Ah, yes. Okay. I'm like, why is that activating? Oh, right, because it's right next to it. This block is activating, which activates this one, while all the others are activating in time. And when I deactivate, they all deactivate at the same time. So just a little bit of simple redstone mechanics there. I'll cover this portion up here. And then we will just add a little bit of a lip right over here. And then we should be good. So, yeah. This is... Actually, let's do this. I've got that. Let's pop this up here. Just do a little bit of fixing of that. And we'll just go there. Like so. Okay, perfect. That is that. Now that we've got that built, I made it day again, so we can actually see here. I'm trying to think of what other farms that I want to try and do here. Obviously, these are our auto farms back in this corner around here. We do have our auto cactus farm over there. It's just, obviously, right now we're not in auto collection mode yet, because we don't have hoppers. But when we do, we will be able to have quite quite an automated system here. And I'm kind of really happy we've got the pistons here. We can start working on doing some really cool stuff with that. So, with that said, I'll think about what other farms that I'm going to want to build here. But in the meantime, I do want to say thanks for coming along with episode 36 of Retrospective Progression. If you like the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I'll see you next time. Later.